Hey, I'm Rev, and this is the Adamancigrass deck. This is a deck that I pulled from one of the recent tournaments from Master Duel meta. I made some slight adjustments, but the original deck list is in the description. Mainly, I just swapped out Forbidden Droplets because I don't own them on Master Duel. I added more Nibiru and more Infinite Impermanence, I believe. I think I also slightly altered the number of Koa'ki Meiru Supplier. There's just a few things that I had to alter due to card availability. But this deck is gas. I quite easily made it to Platinum 1 with this deck. It was a breeze. A lot of the games that I played were just instant surrenders by players who realized what you were playing. There were still bots on the ladder that would just surrender after you got turn one. But a lot of it was just players who didn't want to watch the combo. Other than that, we are running quite a bit of interaction in this deck. Of course, we have Maxx. Of course, we have Ash Blossom. We're running PSY-Framegear Gamma, which is a really great going second card. We have Nibiru, which is also a great going second card. Called by the Grave, Infinite Impermanence. This deck really doesn't mind going second. And yes, if you had the Forbidden Droplets, your going second win rate would probably go up. But really, we excel at stopping our opponent from making a board to begin with. But when it's our turn, we are relying on gambling, slot machines. We are stacking the deck in our favor with as many monsters that we can pull with our Adamancipators as possible, and then going from there. The real star of this deck really has been Xenoguitar. I did not expect this card in this deck to be this good. And it really has provided a lot of utility that I was not expecting. I really liked it. I really liked Parallel Exceed in this deck. Gave me some wins that I probably wouldn't have gotten otherwise. This deck OTKs very, very easily. The one thing that you have to keep in mind with this deck is that you always have to adjust to what you pull from your Adamancipators. There's no set, this is what you do every single game. Although a lot of games are very, very similar in what you're trying to accomplish. Really, if you open grass, you're going to have a good time as long as it resolves. We'll probably get at least one block dragon in the graveyard. We might get Destrudo in the graveyard, which is great. Might get Xenoguitarist in there. Which will get us back one of our Adamancipators that you mill as well, because you're gonna mill something good. With Foolish Burial, a lot of the time I was not milling the block dragon. I was milling Revival Golem just to get a good turn one play going, and then going into to Gallant Granite to get the block dragon later. But this deck, really solid. We're playing Herald of the Arclight, which you can make with your Weeping Idol or Doki Doki plus the 2-drop Adamancipators. We have the best card in the deck. Why did they give us this? Baronne de Fleur is here. And then the rest of the cards in the extra deck are pretty standard. The one card that I didn't understand from his list, I think it might have just been a carryover from previous Adamancipator lists, is Union Carrier. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing with this from his list. If you know, let me know down in the comments, please. I'd really like to learn about this more. The other card that I wasn't particularly sure about was Secure Gardna. I know that you can go into it with IP Masquerena, which isn't terrible, but I'd rather just go into Nightmare Unicorn and stop their play, as long as I had a card in hand. But this deck is great. If you have any questions about it, leave them in the comments below or private message me. I'd be happy to respond to you. Again, my name is Rev. I hope you enjoy the games that follow this, and I won't make you listen to my voice any longer. Have a good day.